Well. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hive. We've got an amazing show for you tonight. Back on our stage, it's been, since last May, but we are so lucky to have our special guest tonight, Mr. Jason Dea West. He's been on our stage before. He actually recently had a new album drop. Right here, it's the Magnolia Sessions. I've got one of the CDs right here in my hand. I actually am lucky enough. I've got an autographed copy. That's right. It's actually the autograph's for my son, but I'm super stoked to have it. So the Magnolia Sessions. We're gonna hear some cuts tonight. Very excited to have him back. He's a true American troubadour. He travels all year round when we don't have COVID. I mean, he plays everywhere, all over the country. And so we're blessed to have him right here in the Rogue Valley. And we're stoked to bring him to you tonight, wherever you may be on this amazing night. In the chat, give a shout out. We will be we'll be connecting with you throughout the evening. So make sure that you're saying hi, you're shouting out. And we also have a suggested $15 contribution. Suggested. If you can, awesome. If you can't, totally cool. Enjoy the show. Jason loves to bring his music to you with or without money. You just enjoy the show. So without further ado, we're going to bring Jason onto the stage. Here we are. Jason, hello. How are you this evening?
Good, folks.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Thank you all for tuning in on this evening. I'm going to be playing some old songs at the beginning of my set tonight. This one's off my first album, Jason Dea West, Journey Into Day, which came out in 2018. It's called Dead Flashlight. Walking through the forest in the middle of the night. It's dark and it's raining, got a dead flashlight. I can't tell which way I'm going, but I'll keep on walking towards the morning dawn. Stumble on towards the morning dawn. Well, it's hard to tell which way to go. I thought I had a ride home from the show. It's dark, I'm lost and I'm all alone. I can see things moving, I can see them glowing. Miss my family, wanna go home. Home's a long, long ways from here, and I don't want to disappear. I won't be controlled by fear. When morning comes, I'm in the clear. Then I'll know just which way to steer. Well, home, I can't define. Somewhere between my heart and mind. Lost about the sugar pines. It's here with you for a short time, and my home's back down the line. Well, it's solitude, but it's not by choice. I've been stranded in the wilderness. I can hear the lonesome voices of 1,000 souls. They have strayed from home. As long as I can remember, I have always walked alone. I've walked alone. Up the hill, traverse and tread, dreaming of that feather bed, holding on by just a thread when my heart starts beating in my head, dreaming of the old homestead. But home's a long, long, long ways off. The place is warm, the bed is soft. Stay forever free of cost. Then one day you go get lost. He froze to death out in the frost. Home is just word of mouth, not east or west, north or south, not left or right or up or down. It's here right now and it's all around. Home's a place that cannot be found. It's solitude, it's not by choice. Stranded in the wilderness, I can hear the lonesome voices of 8,000 souls. They have strayed from home. As long as I can remember, I have always walked alone. I've walked alone.
Fantastic. We love having you on the stage, and so do all these people. So we've got.
Thank you.
We've got. Wow, the viewer count is just going up by the second. It's amazing. Andrew Clark actually is tuning in. Says, "Hey y'all, tuning in from Wisconsin." Hello,
right.
Andrew. If you're out there and you're not, well, actually, just let us know where you're watching from. We know that Jason has fans all over the country, so let us know where you're watching from. Jeremy Cedar Chairs says that's Marley's, my oldest's favorite song. Thanks for playing.
I'm glad I could get it right this time.
That's awesome. So yeah, we're really excited to have you here this evening. We're excited that Jason's on our stage, and we hope you stay with us for the whole evening. And if you're watching and you happen to be on Facebook, please reshare. If you're on YouTube, share the link out. The more, the merrier. We're just happy to be bringing this music to you tonight live. Back to you, Jason.
All right, folks. Here's a song I haven't actually put on a record yet, but it's coming. It's called Country Boy. We'll send it to the folks back in Wisconsin. Well, oh, country boy, you don't have to go. There is nobody here. It is no one you know. There is nothing to fear. It is only the rain. It's only the rain. Well, the crops are all in. The workday is done. You're burnt by the sun. The ride home was fun. Your pa cleans his gun. The guitar's now strummed, and you can't help but hum to the sound of the rain, the sound of the rain, rain. Dirty blonde hair, your eyes wide and blue, your troubles are few, the summer just flew, each day is new, the damp morning dew, and the sound of the rain when it falls just for you. And a whole country boy, you are bound to succeed. You've got more than you need. Don't forget to breathe. Your future is agreed. You must first plant the seed, then you wait for the rain. You wait for the rain, and don't you complain. Don't you complain. country boy, I wish you were here. I miss when you're near. I live life in fear. I avoid the mirror, and I ain't thinking clear. I ain't thinking clear. It's gonna rain. Rain.
Beautiful. That's
Thanks.
a beautiful song. Oh my goodness. We have lots of people giving shout outs. One here is from Linda Pace. Says, "Hi Jason, great to hear you playing and singing. We're right here in Grants Pass, Ray and Linda."
All right. Hey, guys.
Giving a shout out
Thanks
there.
for tuning in.
Andrea Croft says, "This is a beautiful song." Wasn't it? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Jean O'Day says, "Hey Jay, sounding great."
All right.
Wisconsin. Yo.
That's my mama.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And Jacob Golden. How you doing, Jacob? Says, "Beautiful new tune."
All right.
With an exclamation point, of course.
Excellent. Thank you, Jacob.
That's right. That's right. Jake Sutton, a lot of talent. I'm loving it. There's just so many people. Jennifer Butler says, "Watching from Arizona." Right on. Josie Hebert says, "Hi from Quebec, Canada."
All right.
Yeah.
I've been
So
there.
all over the place.
Well, excellent. Let me play y'all some more new songs then. It sounds like some folks are liking these new songs, and I view this as I would view any live show. And a lot of you folks who have seen me live know that I just kind of play whatever I feel like playing, and at a live show. So that's what I'll do tonight. And I really feel like playing a lot of new songs tonight. And I'll definitely get to some of my classic songs a little later in the set. So here's a song for all the tramps and everybody else. This one's called Lost Camp Dreams. Once again, that's the Lost Camp Dream. Riding an old freight train. I'm gonna ride it through the sun and the wind and rain. Well, I know if I stay here, you're bound to complain. Well, I feel like riding an old freight train. Well, I think I'm gonna wait for a long, long while. I miss your pretty face and the way you smile. You don't count the days, babe, and I won't count the miles. Well, I know I'm gonna wait for a long, long while. And I know I'm bound to travel awfully far. Whiskey and tobacco and a steel guitar. Gallon of water and a can of beans. I'm going to a place that they call the Lost Camp Dream. That endless highway, I'm bound to take it. I'm gonna fake it until I make it. That long dark railroad, I'm bound to take it. No destination, but I'm gonna make it. Got pulled off riding BNSF I am guilty of trespassing, but I am not of theft. I'm not the bum that you're looking for. I didn't steal any cargo and I didn't paint the boxcar door. But it's hard times here, Lord, and hard times there. You know trouble finds me everywhere. I've been astray since the day that I was born. My spirit's clean, but my clothes, they are torn. I've got those old tramp, lost camp, food stamp blues. No money in my pocket, and there's holes in my shoes. When you ain't got nothing, you've got, oh hell, I'm confused. Lord, I've got them lost camp blues. That endless highway, I'm bound to take it. No destination, but I'm gonna make it. That long railroad, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna fake it until I make it. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. That's a great one. That's a new one there, huh?
It's just another new one.
Is that one that we can find on the Magnolia Sessions?
It's
there?
not on. It's newer than that.
Whoa, you're just
Usually
prolific.
by the time I put out an album, I've already been playing those songs for a year, and I've got a whole another 2 albums in my back pocket already. Just looking for a studio and a budget to record the new songs. There you go.
Fantastic. I'm going to bring Joe in here. We've got Joe with Middle Rogue Audio. Joe, say hello to the people tonight.
Hi, guys and gals.
Hey, Joe.
Joe's, you know, when we have incredible talent on the stage, in order to bring that talent to your ears, we need someone like Joe to make sure that it's as true as it can be there in your living room. So
That's the idea.
right on.
And Joe's my favorite local sound engineer. When we're playing live, he's always there.
I appreciate that, man.
You know it's true.
Yeah, we go back a couple years now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Well, you know, people are wondering how they can contribute. I'll just let you know I've put it in the chat. I'll continue to put it in the chat throughout the night. But if you go to thehive.com/contribute, that's where you can make a contribution to the show. So we hope you keep enjoying the show and stay with us.
Thank you, Trevor. All right, so some of you folks who've been following me a while and listening to my music maybe know back in 2008, 2009, they all called me Jason the Drifter. And I wrote some songs under that title and put out a little EP that may be available somewhere. Maybe we'll have to work on that. So I'm going to play a song off my first, folk recording from 2008. I wrote this one for my sister. It's called The Beauty That Remains. Well, you know that your daddy, he loves you very much, even though he was never there. And you know that your mama, she is so in touch with the earth and all it has to share. Well, you see, dear sister, you mean all the world to me. When you left, mama said that life ain't fair. Now you're down in Tennessee with a man who bothers me. I am free, I could learn to let it be. She says, you know you won't last long if you keep living this old way. But your eyes tell me that you don't really mind. There's a thin line drawn between tomorrow and today. I wanna live before I die. But I have no desire to live in a world shaped this way, and there is no purpose I can find. You've gotta hold on tightly to the beauty that remains. You know your life, it'd be changing all the time. Well, you know you won't last long if you keep living this old way, but your eyes tell me that you don't really mind. There's a thin line drawn between tomorrow and today. I wanna live, I'd like to live before I die. But I have no desire to live in a world that's shaped this way, and there is no purpose that I can find. You've gotta hold on tightly to the beauty that remains. Will life it be changing all the time? Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I'm loving these songs. Some of them are shorter than others. That's a true statement.
Definitely.
But these stories that you're telling, I'd love to hear sort of what's behind some of them. You have, what do you have up next?
I got an old love song I wrote when I was 19. I'm going to try out.
19 years old.
Yeah, I guess I'm 32 now, so it's been a minute, but I blew the dust off this one the other night. I wanted to try something different rhythmically. I hope you like it. It's called Falling Down the Mountain. Well, it's been a long time since I saw your face. It's kind of funny, honey, to see you in this place. The walls still show the same display, but there's someone in your bed where I used to lay. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. I've been here before, but I still don't know what to do. I came a long way to be here today, and I still can't find the right words to say. I'm falling down the mountain, looking at an endless sky. You came all the way to be yourself today. I'm falling down the mountain, and I can't help but cry. You came all the way to bring me down today. You remind me of the time that I wore a lost man's face. I remember the song and I remember the taste. Funny what can happen with time and space. The only thing the same is the look on your face when you're falling down the mountain, looking at an endless sky. You came all the way to be yourself today. I'm falling down the mountain, and I can't help but cry. You came all the way to be yourself today. Some feel the rain and others just get wet. Some risk it all for some senseless bet. I ain't gonna live my whole damn life in regret. You've been saving all your money, but you're still in debt. Some people just gonna take your ideas and run. Dress up like a soldier and brag about your gun. But you and I, baby, know that don't make you real. It's not about how you act, it's the way that you feel. When you're falling down the mountain, praying to an endless sky, you came a long ways to be yourself today. Now you're drinking from the fountain, and there is no reason to cry. We came all the way to be ourselves today. Thank y'all.
That's beautiful.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
beautiful. So, was it a hit back when you were 19? Did it do the trick?
It turned some heads in Northwest Wisconsin.
That's right.
19, possibly played that one until I was 21. Probably played it all over the South a little bit. But
Nice. Hey, Joe, got you here. You're actually, that bass up there, that stand-up bass is not just window dressing, although it is a beautiful piece of texture on the stage. But I guess later on this evening, Joe's going to jump up on stage and help back you up with a song.
yeah,
right?
yeah, that'd be great.
That's the idea.
All right. So yeah, we've got some people anticipating that bass coming into being. So you'll know. You won't miss it. I promise that. There's a couple people here giving shout outs that I just have to share with you.
Alrighty.
Let's see. So Plum Worker here says the new stuff is awesome with the like clap hands. It absolutely is. Jeremy Cedar Chairs says new favorite. Never heard that one before. Great pickin' and grinning.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Let's see. This is actually from like I think 2 songs back. There's just a lot going on here. Jake Sutton, I recently found your music just a few months ago. Fell in love with it. You've inspired me to get a harmonica.
Alrighty.
That's awesome.
That was my first instrument. Was a harmonica. I got it on Christmas. I must have been 5.
Raven Slayton says, "Love you, Jason."
That's my homie. Hey, Raven. Love you
Right
too.
on. Marshall McAlpine says,
Marshall.
That was killer. Quinn's dancing like a maniac. Right on. Hi, Quinn.
All right.
Hey, Marshall. How you doing? Good to see you,
Good
bud.
deal.
Miss
Good
you,
deal.
brother.
All right. Well, let's hear another one. What do you
Yeah.
got for us next here, Jason?
I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote over this last summer. I did, like you mentioned, I recorded in Nashville there with the Anticorp in the Magnolia Sessions, and shortly after that, I went out to Wyoming and spent some time at my friend Leo Hakola's place out near LaBarge. His place is called the Sally Valley Ranch, and it really is just an authentic step back in time. I wrote this song. It's called Sally Valley. I'm going back to Sally Valley. I'm going back to a Leo's town, and I'm gonna sit down at the kitchen table. I'm gonna feel the old world turn around, stringing up bees and drinking coffee, stacking up wood, gonna make some sound. The Hogs Back Mountain, southwest Wyoming, the stars are shining in a helibard. back at the ranch. The spring flows like a fountain. There are no laws. There's a ghost in charge. You know there's a ghost in charge. Been thinking back to Colorado and all the fine folks that I met there. The smell of black powder at the rendezvous. Think I'm doing some trading with old tall bear. With a whole tall bear. But I ain't back in Colorado, and I ain't going back, no, I ain't going back, no way, no how. Southwest Wyoming, you know I'm bound to own it. For all I have, well, it's here right now. Lord, it's here right now. Won't you take me back to Sally Valley? Keep me there where I belong. Wide open spaces, and the rocks there are faces where the nights are short and the days are long. Babe, the days are long. Valley, going back to a Leo's town, and I'm gonna sit down at the kitchen table. I'm gonna feel this whole world turn around. You know the world turns around. Thank y'all.
Beautiful. Love that one. That's a great one.
Thanks.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to give a shout out to all of the incredible things that you have posted online. So Jason has a website. It's jasondewest.com, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you've got links to all of your stuff from there, I noticed. But one of the things I wanted to highlight was your YouTube channel. You've got some really incredible videos. Hopefully, you know, this will add to your repertoire of amazing videos on your YouTube channel. But there's some on there that just blow my mind. You've really put a lot into crafting your presence online. It's really great. We got a couple of people here. Big Chief says, Dreams Ain't My Own is one of the best songs I've ever heard, my man. Found you because of Benjamin Todd, and y'all make a hell of a duo. Thanks for the music.
Thank you very much.
Right on, Big Chief. Raven wanted to give it another shout out to you. Raven says, performing with you one day is on my bucket list, my friend. Can't wait to see you live and in person again.
It shall happen.
That's right. Corey Atterbury says, really digging your sound. Thanks, Corey.
Cheers, Corey.
And one of my good friends here, Mike Miller, says, felt that one. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, The Hive. You're welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, and I should take this opportunity to thank you, gentlemen, for inviting me to come do this. And and giving me a platform to do so. Lord knows I would have just been working on the farm forever if you didn't. So thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks
Right
for
on.
coming out, man.
We love having you. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. All right,
right.
I'm gonna. Speaking of farms, I'm gonna do a song I played with my band Intuitive Compass for a number of years. It's called the Field Road Blues, and it goes something like this. There's snow all around me, in the field where you found me, walking in circles again. Well, it's been a long time since the field road was mine. I thought I'd wait for winter to begin. Well, I strapped on my boots and away I did scoot. All along I saw ice fall from the sky. I took a coyote track to the windmill and back. When the blood in the snow caught my eyes, I saw some boys out hunting, but they weren't getting nothing. You know, the pheasants, they all disappeared in the wind. And the wind, it keeps biting, piercing and gripping, whipping and stripping, then a wearing and tearing at my skin. Following tracks I don't know, I've got to find out where they go. I've got to get there someday, somehow. Well, it's 30 below, we got 6 feet of snow, and all I seek is right here and right now, is right now, baby. In the forest that I just left behind. And it seems I've lost time, baby, racking my mind, trying to find the perfect design for my rhyme. And these trees with no leaves, they bend, they scream, they bleed, they freeze to stone. You see the crops are all dead, I see a windmill up ahead. I've got to fix it, got to do it all alone. Well, I've got the field road blues, field road blues. I've got those field road blues. Got the field road blues, field road blues. I've got those field road blues.
Yeah.
Thank you so
love
much.
that one.
Wow, nice.
You know, I often will ask musicians to tell us the stories behind their music, but when you have someone who is so good at storytelling with their music, I don't even have to ask. Your songs tell the story.
Excellent.
It's
Good
amazing.
deal.
It's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing. We got lots of people out here. William Patrick Miller says, Fields Road has been in my head since it started snowing a few days ago.
Nice, hey, Will.
Cass Blair says, badass, man, this is great.
All right, thank you,
Awesome.
Cass.
Thanks for being with us, Cass. Anthony Warren says, a true pro. It's incredible how clean every performance is.
All right,
I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that. I appreciate, I see the contributions coming through. Thank you to everyone who's participating in that. Really appreciate it. Takes a lot to put these shows on, and so it's really appreciated when if and when you can. Thank you. Courtney McFadden says, good. We all feeling from Wisconsin. Yeah.
All right.
Feeling, it's good. Charlene Fink says, amazing. I mean, they're coming in. They're rolling in. Dan Kennedy says, so rad, reminds me of Bob Dylan.
Who's that?
That's right.
Well,
Awesome.
this next one's going to be on a little early Dylan side of things as well.
Oh, nice. What do we have? What's coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to try out.
What album is this coming off of?
This next song is off my first album. A lot of you folks maybe aren't aware of my first album. It kind of slipped under the radar, it seems, but check it out. It's called Jason Dea West, Journey in Today. It's on YouTube, Spotify, my website. I have some great musicians playing on that album. Ben and Ashley, a Lost Dog Street Band, Lob Strilla, Blackjack Davy on fiddle from Williams, Oregon. I'm going to play a song off that album now. It's called Goodbye, Colorado. I'll let the story tell itself, just like you said there, Trev. Well, goodbye, Colorado. I sure met some fine folks there. Well, I learned how to tie down a saddle, and I chopped off all my hair. There's a cold wind outside that keeps blowing, and it blows my thoughts all around. My sweet lover's face, it keeps glowing as she spends all of her money downtown. Gonna spend all that money downtown. And soon it will start snowing, and I've got a half a mind to leave, but I still don't know where I'm going, though I've got some tricks up my sleeve. I'm a young babe and I'm a wild, and don't try to change me none. I am forever like a child, as sure as you are the one. Well, I've got a long ways to ramble. I believe it helps me cope, and I like to stay up all night dancing with my friends, singing songs and rolling smokes. But it's too late now for hard liquor. I believe I've had my fill. Well, it seems to be a real hard thinker what to buy with that $10 bill. You supply it, I'll buy it before I put it down. Swear it off for the 100th time. And the wind, it keeps on a-moaning. How I wish Melinda was mine. Let's get by Colorado. That's it.
That's a beaut. That's a beaut.
Thank you, a little waltzy thing.
It's good. I liked it. It had a good swing to it. Very good swing. Let's see. Austin says, Journey in Today is a 10 out of 10.
All right,
And then
thank
replied
you,
back and said, nah, 11 out of 10.
a little Spinal Tap reference. I like it.
That's good. Thank you for having Jason and providing live music. Absolutely, Matt. We're stoked to be here. Joe, I'm bringing you on right now.
Hey there.
All right. At least you weren't picking your nose. Haha, I didn't
No.
give you a heads up that I was bringing you on. But
No, it's all
I wanted
good.
to take a second real quick and just talk about some of the amazing shows we've got coming up here. So we have next Saturday, we've got Acoustic Noir on our stage,
Yes.
which is going to be awesome. That's the 6th. And then on the 19th of February, we have Jared Masters going to be on our stage. Really excited for that show. March 5th, we've got Phoenix Sigalove on our show. It's going to on our stage. It's going to be really great. March 12th, Sugar Beats.
Yes.
April 2nd, we've got Fred Poole of the Garland Pool. And then April 16th, we've got Frankie Hernandez on the stage. So it's going to be a good lineup here over the next couple of months. And but, you know, I mean, obviously, I don't want to look past what we have going right here. Now, Jason, somebody made a comment about where is your kick drum and tambourine? So can you zoom in on the drum there? He's got a little secret here. It's like what do you got there?
I'm just sitting on an old Samsonite suitcase tonight with a kick pedal, and I gave my tambourine away.
Gave the tambourine away, but look at this. It's a Samsonite suitcase,
Is that actual alligator?
and it sounds
or
amazing.
synthetic?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just one of those dealios.
It's awesome. Makes a great drum and a good
Yeah.
seat. It's a seat drum.
Trying to get a year out of them, and then I give them to somebody like Pine and Fire, and they run around with it for another year.
That's awesome. It sounds like somebody needs to donate a tambourine for Jason. Awesome. Kale Pickett says, amazing storytelling. It'd be great to see Jason perform in Montana.
That's one of my favorite states there. Love Montana.
Yeah. Let's see. John Corsair says, I'd love to hear that Towns song you sing so well, if you feel like it.
See where it takes me, I guess.
There you go. All right. Let's go back. You've got the stage, Jason. Let you have.
Well, I'm going to go back to that first album of mine again. I'm going to hang there for a minute. I'm going to try out this song. I've only been out east proper one time ever in my life. And I was on tour with 13 Strings and a $2 bill and Lost Dog Street Band on this little show we put together called the Triple Duet Cabaret. And we traveled to the Northeast in 2014. It's actually the year I met Matt Heckler. Actually, I think I met him in San Francisco at a pizza joint randomly once before that. But a good year nonetheless. After the tour, my family and I, Aurelia and Theo, joined a circus and traveled all over New Brunswick and Quebec, and then eventually back out to the West Coast. And I wrote this song that summer. It's called Out to Find. I'm out to find my peace of mind. Well, I'm going on a long drive through the Virginia countryside. The sun goes down, I rub my eyes. There's lightning in the north and the glow of fireflies. And in my heart, well, I know the way. Well, I woke up in a Richmond motel earlier today. Now I'm way out in the country where I won't see anybody that I know or anyone who knows me. these old farms rest in the dark. As we pass by, I can hear the old dog bark. Way out in the country, where I won't see anybody that I know, or anyone who knows me. Well, I'm thinking of an old friend, he's way back west. Well, I wish that you could be here, gonna smell the air so fresh. Well, I hope you're doing well, and you're at your best. I know that you're working hard, and I hope you're getting rest. I'm way out east now, and I'm feeling fine. I'm a-taking it a Highway 15 towards the Mason-Dixon line. Got a gig in New York City on Wednesday night. You know time is unforgiving, and the money's always tight. Thank y'all.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Love that. Love that one. That was a good one. That's a mover. Hey,
A little different.
I got a surprise coming up for you here, Jason. After
Alrighty.
this song. So something it's long overdue. Something I promised you long ago. It's
No
on
problem.
its way.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Connor Jacobs says, okay, we're gonna go. So sorry about that.
All right, Connor.
It had, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Courtney McFadden says, Michael Sam, Tavern Courtney, always a good time. Andrea Croft says, this is my favorite song of yours.
All right, thank you, Andrea.
And
I'm starting to like it a lot again, too.
Anthony Warren says, speechless. Speechless.
Now, who wanted to hear that town song?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll
That was
bust one.
John Corsair. Love to hear that town song.
All right, John, I'll do that for you then.
This one goes out to you, John.
There's no stronger wind than the one that blows down a lonesome railroad line. No sweeter sight than looking back on a town you left behind. And there's a nothing that's as real as the love that's in my mind. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Lots of things on down the road that I would surely like to see. I like to lean into the wind and then I tell myself I'm free. But your softest whisper is louder than the highway's call to me. All the rivers and the mountains and the valleys don't compare to your blue-lit dancing eyes and your yellow shining hair. Well, I could never hit the open road and just leave you lying there. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Well, lay your head down, easy love, close your crying eyes. I'll be there beside you when the sun is on the rise. I would wait as long as a cuckoo sounds and a lonesome blue jay cries. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while.
That was excellent.
Thank you. That's
Thank
a
you
Tom's
so much.
Van Zandt tune there.
Appreciate that. So, to those of you listening and enjoying and sharing and donating, next week we're shifting from a Friday night to a Saturday night to accommodate the schedule for Josh with Acoustic War to make it down from Portland. If you're enjoying what you are hearing and seeing this evening, and you're not familiar with Josh Eschenlein and Acoustic War, you are in for a treat. They don't step on each other's toes, but in terms of the traveling musician, telling stories of the road, that ethos is there with Acoustic Noir. And I mean, you're familiar with Josh, right? Would you say?
I've shared a bill or two with Josh over the years.
Yeah, it's a similar.
He's got it going on.
Yeah, similar ethos, and he's fortunate. You know, it's been tough on musicians to endure this quarantine situation, and Josh had moved up to Portland for some work, and we're blessed and honored for him to make it down on such short notice. Had to adjust the schedule a bit, but set a reminder for that. It's going to be 7 p.m. next Saturday, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Again, if you can't contribute, be sure to share it, and if you're listening on YouTube, like and subscribe. Do the same with Jason's page. I had a chance to work with him earlier last year out in Williams at a live recording. It was right as the lockdown started. So it's always a pleasure to share a room with you, brother. And,
Likewise, Joe. All right, folks. Well, I imagine some of y'all want to hear that Lone Wolf tune then, huh? I'm going to do it a little bit different tonight. You see, I never play the same song twice. As you probably notice, I tend to recreate my song every single time I play it. So I hope you like this version of it. Well, I travel light, and at night I'm quiet and I'm stealth. And everywhere that I ramble around, Lord, I get there all by myself. I played some old songs for the locals, put on a little show, and they asked me why I left my home. I said I do not know. a long ways from my home. Well, I ever gone a rambling? You know I'm rambling all alone. Well, I woke in Minnesota. My sleep was fair and fine. My goal, it is Montana, and I'm doing fine on time. Well, I've grown to love my lonesome ways. I'll take the old high line. I walk, I drift, I wander. I am the hard tramp time. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, babe. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, babe. I'm a lone wolf. I go alone. Way out in California, well, I work this land of mine, driving cattle for the brand, and drinking is my crime. Night and day I work alone, my weary bones they grind. My hands are chopped from baling hay, and I'm wrapped in old barn twine. Well, my good horse up and died one day, she had enough of trying. Now I'm old and turning gray, guess I've been the hard luck kind. I'm alone, all alone. I'm alone, wolf, babe, alone, wolf, all alone. Way up in Colorado, my home's out in the woods. All the yuppies in Boulder County, well, they say that I am no good. Night and day I work the forge, my life it is my trade. And when I'm not working hard, you know I'm bound to misbehave. Like a lone wolf, a lone wolf, babe, a lone wolf, I'll go alone. I'm a lone wolf, I'm a lone wolf, babe, I'm a lone wolf, all alone.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was
Thank you so
amazing.
much. That's fantastic. You are a lone wolf. You are totally a lone wolf.
Always been that way.
Austin Python says, I probably butchered your name. Sorry, Austin. I'll just stick with Austin says, that harp, though, so good. It is good.
Had a lot of free time growing up.
Pine and Fire says, so damn good, with like periods in between each word.
Those guys are good themselves. They have a good little band. Everybody check out Pine and Fire.
Pine and Fire, check them out.
Out of Minneapolis, I believe.
Frank Clive says, the new verse is sick.
It's actually the old verse. I just found it in their journal the other day. It never did make the song. It will now. Glad you like it, bud.
Good. Well, if you're out there watching right now, we appreciate you being here with us. I wanted to give a quick shout out and just say, hey, we are getting, I think, how many songs do we have left there, Jason?
Yeah, I'm just going to do, 3 or 4 more songs here, folks. I got a long drive back to the mountains, about an hour drive, so.
So make sure you, right now, hit that share button. Share it out so that you've got friends out there that you care about, and if you care about your friends, you'll make sure they don't miss these last couple of songs, all right? So we love you. We appreciate you being here. Enjoy the last few songs here with Jason Dea West. You got a lot of fans, Jason. They're loving you tonight. They are. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to YouTube world. Thank you for being here. Back to you, Jason.
All right, so here's another brand new song you folks haven't heard yet. The only person who's ever heard this song, aside from Aurelia Cohen, was probably Ben Flippo over there in Kentucky. I played it for him this summer. But I do plan to record this one on the next album. Or maybe if you've been to a live show, I maybe played it, although it's been a long time since I've done live shows, obviously. But I'll do it live here tonight over the cyberweb. It's called Alaskan Dreamin'. Today it's been a hard one, but I got all my work done. Now I'm sitting here just racking my mind. Seems all I do is work now, and I've forgotten just how to relax and have a good time. All the people that I know here someday will disappear, and I am just barely getting by and getting high. It seems I've had a hard time just walking in a straight line. I don't mind just saying goodbye. Now I don't mind saying goodbye, y'all. Turn this town to stone. You knew someday you could find out how I did it all alone. So I've gone to Alaska. Well, I felt I just had to stay there would have been the death of me, don't you see? And up here in Homer, I bum around like a loner, spend my time skipping my dreams out to sea. But the sun doesn't go down in Alaska, not this time of year. You knew someday you could find out where I'd gone to disappear.
fantastic. I'm loving every single one of these songs tonight. And you got some shout outs here. Pine and Fire, really loving all the new songs tonight.
Excellent.
I know, me too. I'm stoked. You are very prolific as a songwriter, and that is only a good thing for the rest of us humans on this planet.
I'll do a rich or poor. Everybody knows it's true.
There you go. You got a shout out from the John Doe boys. Say, holy hell, this song is excellent. Well played. Well played,
Hey,
my
thanks,
friend.
guys. Looking forward to seeing those guys again.
Yeah, we got to get him back. I want to step in real quick on Trevor's shout outs because we missed an important one. Mike Smith, thank you so much for tuning in. I would not be where I'm at as an engineer if it wasn't for his encouragement, and the audio that you're hearing now would not sound as good as it is if it wasn't for Cordial Cables, which is a company. Mike is the artist relations manager, and this entire studio at the Hive and my complete cable collection is nothing but Cordial Cables.
Is that Mike Eden Smith? Mike Smith.
Yes, yeah, Mike Eldon, Mike
He's
Eldon Smith. Yeah, he's been in the game for a long
Magic
time.
Mike,
Magic
some
Mike.
would say.
Mr. J.
We love you.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, Michael. And Steve and the boys, we got to get you back in here. Some John Doe boys.
Mike actually says, especially love your lyrics.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. And a little thank you for the shout out to Cordial Cables USA. There it is. We love it. The whole house is outfitted with them. Help us sound pretty.
Props to Audix Microphones out of Wilsonville, Oregon as well for making great stuff.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yes.
Tremendous amount of respect for National Guitars down in San Luis Obispo. They built this guitar and they put a new neck on this guitar.
Can you tell us a little bit about that guitar? It's got a pretty special story.
This is my 1934 Duolian that I could never afford. All my poor musicians friend pulled their money together when I was 26 and gifted it to me for my 26th birthday.
You got some rad friends.
I sure do.
That's amazing.
You don't need a whole lot of friends if you got a few good ones.
That's right. That's
That is
right.
awesome.
Hey, Joe, I have to say, since the last time we saw you on screen, you got a little more nifty there. You got yourself a nice jacket on there.
Yes.
Do you have yourself a glass of whiskey as well? I think that's
do.
That's a whiskey drinking jacket there.
Absolutely.
Cheers to all of you. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of people. I've got two little boys out there, Callum and Brennan. Love you guys. Your bedtime's coming up real fast, though, so enjoy the last couple songs. Also wanted to give a shout out to little Theo out there, right?
That's my boy.
That's right. Theo was here earlier as y'all were getting ready for the show, and
my partner Aurelia put all these groovy silks up behind me.
Aurelia is amazing.
Absolutely.
She has such a sense of style, and she's an incredible performer too. I'd love to have her back up on that stage at some point.
Miss the bells.
It's gonna happen.
While we're shouting family, I want to give a shout out to Tyler. You're probably in the living room watching, and Tiffany back at home for holding it down. This is the second week in a row that we've had a show and baby goats happen on the same day. So, Tiffany, thank you so much for holding down the
2 weeks
homestead.
in a row.
Yes.
Typical day in Southern
Crazy.
Oregon.
Yes, if I was a nomad, I'd be wealthy.
Yes, exactly. Hey, one more Oregon shout out there. That coffee that you like so much there, you like that coffee?
It's delicious.
That's Case Coffee out of Ashland, Oregon.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like those guys.
Case makes good coffee. So,
Excellent.
anyways, just shout out to Case. I wanted to give a toast to two friends, Derek and Mike. Hope you're enjoying the show. Thanks for being out there. And here's a little drink of whiskey for you guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everybody watching out there.
All right. More music. Oh, before. Andrea Croft says Aurelia is a badass, and that is absolutely true in every sense of the word.
Most certainly. All right, we ready for these last few songs, folks? I'm going to try an old country western song by a group called the Sons of Pioneers. They wrote a lot of kind of spaghetti western, kind of light western swing type of stuff. I heard this song years ago. I never did spend much time in Oklahoma. Aurelia's grandmother has land in Oklahoma, but I just love this song so much I had to learn it. It's called The Everlasting Hills of Oklahoma. The everlasting hills of Oklahoma hold a million treasures to be found. Golden grain on hills of green, between two valleys cool and clean. Too bad some folks they've never seen. The everlasting hills, the everlasting hills, the everlasting hills of Oklahoma. The everlasting tales of Oklahoma are told in clouded statues in the sky. Pioneers who long have gone, their wagon wheels still rumble on when lightning strikes and it falls upon the everlasting hills, the everlasting hills, the everlasting hills of Oklahoma, way out in Oklahoma. Well, the everlasting fame of Oklahoma is there with all the men she claims her own. Some were right, others were wrong, full of pages, prose and songs. We'll hail them now, for they all belong to the everlasting hills, the everlasting hills, the everlasting hills of Oklahoma, way out in Oklahoma.
Wow. I love that.
I've been living on the road, my friends, and this old car is barely crawling. Cold and dark in the hotel room, and this loneliness is gnawing at my sanity, gnawing at my heart. I long to be with my family in the mountains where it's dark. When I get there, the hound dogs bark. I'm gonna take it all apart. I've got to make a brand new start. Help me pack up all my things. I'm going back to where I'm from, but it ain't really where I'm from, though I've learned to like it some. There's some people there I love who seem to fit me like a glove. Bound to miss you too, my love, it's a matter of fact, but I cannot get you back the confidence I lack. My coffee's cold and black, my songs are in a stack. I've been on the wrong damn track. Take me back to Oregon, where the big black bears still roam, and the cold, clean rivers flow, and the wild children grow. The winter rain and snow, it is there that I will now go. I've been living on the road, my friends. All right, folks, thank you.
That was beautiful. Love that one. We got some other people out there. Matt Strum says, great song. Austin says, cheers. I was hoping you'd play this here, Diddy. And Cass Blair says, love this one. So many people love that song. Mike Smith gave a shout out, said, video and audio have come a long way. Need to get back in that room someday. Yes, we're very excited to have you back in this room someday, Mike. Fantastic. All right. Andrea, love it. Josie, thank you all for the show. It was amazing. We've got one last song for you here. So with all our love from the Hive, we feel so blessed and lucky to have Jason on our stage. Thank you, Jason, for being here tonight. Please make sure you go find all of his things, jasondewest.com. You can link off from there, but go check out his YouTube channel. Like I said, it's amazing. There's so many amazing things on there. Listen to his music on all of the things. Spotify. You've got Bandcamp as well, right? Is that right? You're everywhere.
I'm way up on MySpace.
There you go. Facebook, all of the places. That's it. So without further ado, we got one last show. Joe's up there with the bass. You got a shout out, Joe. John Doughboy says, I almost can't say it. Tell Joe to slap a da bass. You never say that to a bass player, but I just did. All right. Thank you all for being here. Enjoy this last one. Day from Nashville, I drove through a thunderstorm, and though I did not make it home, I went back to the place that I was born, and soon I will be in Wyoming, out west without a care. Then I'll start thinking about the Southland. I'll be wishing that I was still there. Lord, I'm wishing that I was still there. Well, in my mind, the freight trains are screeching as they sway on down the track. Outside, the north wind starts a blowing. Well, it's time that I start heading back. Yeah, boys, it's time I start heading back. Here I come, Joe.
back in Wisconsin. It's surrounded by houses and such. Somehow I don't know what's coming. Babe, somehow, well, it hurts just a touch. Somehow it hurts just a touch. Well, I sit around and bullshit with my uncle. We talk about this and that, baking away in the hayfield. Well, he's still got the same old straw hat. You know, he's still got the same straw hat. Let's do it again. Well, I don't really know where I belong anymore. I've been torn between here and the coast, forever just flying down the highway, forever just a railroad ghost, forever just a railroad ghost. I drove all day from Nashville. I drove through a thunderstorm. Though I did not make it home, I went back to the place I was born. I went back to the place I was born. Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time. Have a good night.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Joe and Middle Rogue Audio. Thank you, Jason Dea West, for being on our stage. And thank all of you for being here with us tonight. Don't forget to share the Hive, share Jason Dea West, share Middle Rogue Audio. This music can't happen without you all there watching. So thanks for being with us tonight. Have an awesome night. Hug a loved one. We'll talk to you soon.